Good morning, guys. How is everybody? So we are going to do a 30-minute bar class today. You won't need any equipment. We just need your mat. We're going to kick off in about 1 minute. Good morning. How is everybody? Hopefully you're all well and avoiding the rain today, but less sun cream. So, hi. Good morning, Owen. How is everybody? So yeah, no equipment. So I'm going to take you through a range of movements as well. So I'll give you lots of different options. So if you're a beginner or if you're very advanced, hopefully there'll be something in it for you as well. We'll take it quite slowly. I'll explain everything really clearly. I'll repeat the explanations throughout. Hello, Seb. Hi. Okay, so we're going to get going in about 30 seconds. So it's just setting up your mat, setting up somewhere you can see me. I'm just going to turn the comments off and I'll put them back on at the end of class. I always say that and I always forget, so I promise I will. Okay, right, we're ready. We're going to start just standing at the edge of the mat and just start by taking a nice deep breath in, inhaling up through the arms, inhale. And exhale, just take the hands behind the back here, interlacing the fingers together, press the palms together and then just open those shoulders back, opening the heart here, just take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, round through the shoulders, taking hold of one wrist. And then as you exhale, just pulling that arm across to the opposite side of the body, just stretching out through those intercostals. Come back around center as you inhale, change sides, and exhale, take it over and across the other side. Come back through center, inhale, just open the arms out wide. And then as you exhale, take the arms all the way up to the sky here, just locking those thumbs together, finding your namaste position in the hands, shoulders relaxed. And just let the hips come forward. Take this to a tiny little baby back bend. And then as you exhale, send the tailbone back. We're going to dive it forward and release it here. Just nod the head yes. Shake the head no. You want to just try to release any tension that might be held in the neck. And just soften the right knee down. Soften to the left. So just pedaling through those legs, just gently warming up into the hamstrings. And releasing it there. Soften into one knee, bending one knee, and then inhale as you open the opposite arm up to the sky. Exhale, releasing it down, changing sides, bending over the leg, inhaling, reach. Exhale, relax both arms down and just walk the hands out in front of you, just taking it into your downward facing dog. So think about rolling the shoulders back, press the palms down into the floor, and inhale as you lift up onto the toes. Exhale, press the heels down into the floor. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. Exhale, press the heels down. Think about just dropping the chest down through the arms. And this time we're going to inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, go round through the spine. Maybe just tiptoe the feet back and find your full plank position here. So planting those hands directly under the shoulders. And then inhale, reaching one arm up. Exhale, come back down. Take it over to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower. From here, we're going to take it into that full plank. Right hand taps to the left shoulder. Replace, left hand taps right. Replace. Now you can do this in a full plank, or if you want, just drop down to the knees and take it here. So you're in this modified plank. So if you're working with any injuries this morning, or if you want to just take this warm up a little bit slower, just come down to the knees, and you can always warm it back up into full plank, which is going to take 4 here. Take 3. Last 2. Good, last 1. Come all the way down and find your forearm plank. So from here we're just going to start rocking the weight forward and back. So elbows are planted underneath the shoulders. And I like to press my palms together here, just to find a bit of tension and try to really plant it down in that triangle position. You can also though have the hands directly in alignment with the elbows and find that figure of 11 position. And we're just taking this into our plank saw. So warming up through the shoulders. The upper arms will feel us down the back, finding the core engaging. We're going to take 3, 2, and 1. Last one, we take one hand over to the opposite elbow. And we're going to open up and find our side plank variation. Inhale, lifting up the hand. Exhale, wrap underneath the body. Now options here, so you don't need to be on 2 straight legs. So you can bend one knee down and take your side plank variation here. Inhale, lifting to the hand. And exhale, wrapping under. Now in this wrap, I want you to make sure your hips are forward. So it's quite tempting to wrap all the way and let the glutes go back. So you want to try to keep those hips nice and square. Or you can keep the feet extended. You can even stack the feet up on top of each other. Last time. Exhale, then holding here. We're going to take the hips down, tap the hands for leg, and reach. Tap it down, and reach. Just 2 of these. So working into the arms, lifting the obliques. Last time, now we're just going to hold it steady. Maybe lift that opposite leg just off of the floor and hold it steady just for 4, good. For 3, for 2, and 1, good. Come back down for your full plank. Hold it steady and think about squeezing the core tight. Tuck the pelvis under, hold it there. We're going to hold it for 4, hold it 3, hold it 2, and 1. Come over to the other side. So I'm going to just spin myself around. So you're going to take that forearm down. Good, inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, start that wrap. So again, you've got those options. So remember, you can always start maybe with the knee down, and then maybe you can build up, and then if you want to go really advanced this morning, you can always start with a hover, and keep that leg just hovering. Good, 2 more. And on this last one, just keep that hand lifted up to the sky. Inhale, we come down, tap the hips, tap the leg, exhale, lift. Good, down. And lift on the exhale, good. Take 2 more, lower. And lift. Last one here, we're just going to lower them. We're going to find that hold nice and steady. Maybe see if you can just hold that top leg. Hold it just for 4, just 3, 2, and 1. You come back into your forearm plank here. We're going to just soften the knees, so they're hovering just above the ground. Tilt the pelvis under, just hold it steady. Just 5, 4, almost out. Last 3, 2, and 1. Open those knees out wide and take it into your stretch here. So relaxing here, take it into your child's pose. And just releasing the neck, releasing any tension that's built up in the upper body. And from here, just walk those hands over to one side of the mat and just rest the side of the head down to the mat. Inhale, maybe lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, turn the palm, just maybe fold that hand. And just fold the arm over back into your bind. On your next exhale, releasing the arm and just taking it over to the other side. Maybe inhale, lift the arm and bind it over the back. Inhale. Exhale, walking those hands back, and then we're going to triple up, finding your all-fours pose. So planting these directly underneath the hips. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, and just drop the chest down. Inhale, lifting here. Exhale, chin to chest. Let the shoulders round. Let the spine lift. And take 1 more of these. So into our cat-cow stretch. Really lovely. Just mobilize the spine. And reach. Here from there, we're going to tuck the toes, lift that tailbone up, and then just walk those feet into the hands. Soften the knees down. And roll it up, nice and slowly. Good, from here we're going to take it into our wide plie. So feet are just wider than hip width apart, toes are facing away from your body, and this is just going to depend on your natural turnout. So some people's toes might be forward, some people might be all the way back here, so just on your natural turnout there. We're going to inhale, lift the arms to the sky, exhale, just take it down through prayer. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Now as we come down, we're going to think about sliding down the wall. So those hips stay forward and the shoulders stay directly over hips. Rather than thinking in a squat where we change forward, we're really open so that the posture is nice and lifted. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, this time we're going to hold. We're going to start to take a little pulse down and down. So those knees are pressing out of those toes. We're keeping the pelvis forward and under, and that should allow you to really zip up through the core and find that core engagement. You'll find that if the hips sink back, you'll feel like the stomach is relaxed. So if you can tick, you should be able to feel that core engagement. So I like to keep my hands in prayer. Some people like to go hips. Other times you can also come up here as well. Here we're just going to take 4, 3. Now we're going to keep the pulse going. We're going to take one heel up and down. Good. Other heel and down. Good. So we're just keeping this nice gentle pulse going and keeping those hips forward. Taking it as low as feels comfortable. So you can be up here. It can be a really small pulse. If you want to take it deeper, really sink down, really test yourself and take it as low as you feel comfortable with today. 3. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold those heels down. We're going to wrap the knees back and back. So if I just turn to the side, you can see the knees wrap back and back. Good. So it's super duper small. So rather than letting the knees collapse forward, we keep it in that turn out position and we look to your last one, we're going to combo down and wrap. Almost there, good. So feeling those quads fire up now. So this is really nice in those inner thighs as well, getting the glutes engaged. We're just going to take 4, give me take 3, almost out, now it's 2. Last one, we're going to hold it there, inhale. As we exhale, we're going to reach those arms all the way up and overhead. Now maybe you can take it a little bit further and lift those heels. Good, sink as low as you can, hold it there, good, 10, hold it 9, nice, 8, relax your shoulders, 7, 6, a little bit lower, 5, hips forward, 4, almost there, 3, a bit lower, 2, and 1. Good, come all the way up, toe the toes to parallel. Exhale, just relax it down. Again, just nod that head, yes. Shake the head, no. I find so much tension that gets held in that neck. So just reminding yourself to release it there. And just walking the hands all the way over to one side, take a nice stretch, release, find the breath. Inhale. And then exhale, just walk them over to the other side. Good, taking them all the way back around to that side. We're going to turn ourselves around and send one leg back. So we're in a nice deep lunge here. We're going to take a nice midpoint stretch. Inhale, take the same arm as legs in front to the side. And exhale, just dropping that back leg down. We're going to stretch it here. So you'll find a nice stretch in the psoas. If you want to take it a little deeper, maybe pick those toes up and come down here. If you want to go deeper still, we can come down to the forearm. But staying here is just a really nice deep stretch already. Inhale here. Exhale, releasing that back leg. Take it back and flex the front foot. So stretching the hamstrings, nice. Then walking those fingertips just a little bit further forward. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed and think about tailbone back. I think what throws most people in this position is they go to try and touch the head to the leg and really don't through the back. So try to just keep it as flat as possible here. And then when you're ready, the arm that's in front of the leg, take it over and we sweep that leg all the way around. Tucking the toes, lifting. And as we exhale, taking that opposite leg in front. Good, inhale, reach same arm and legs to the sky. Lifting here. And exhale, just dropping that back down. And maybe picking up the toes here. Remembering this is a really lovely stretch. If you're here, just thinking about pressing those hips forward. So you really work into the psoas. And if you are here and you want to take it deeper still, you can always just come down and drop the forearm. Inhale. And exhale, release it there. Now we're going to take that weight back and flex your front foot. So releasing those shoulders, stretching the hamstring. Now remember, try to get the tailbone back here. And just walking those fingertips forward. Good, nice, getting a lovely deep stretch here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, take that hand over. We sweep the leg all the way around and we're going to lie ourselves down. We've learned it. So we're going to lie ourselves down here. We're going to find camshaft. So some people like to come into camshaft here with the forearm underneath the shoulder. Others, I personally quite like to be here with the head and hand. And you can be all the way down here. You might want to pop a cushion here, especially if you're pregnant or anything. Now this is quite a nice comfortable position. So we're going to take the ankles in alignment with the hips. And then we're just going to lift those toes just off of the floor and start lifting the knee up and slowly lower. Good, so camshaft position. So we're going to find the work in our glutes now. So it's going to be mainly in our glute medius. So this is the side of the knees. So it's really nice. It's something that you wouldn't tend to work in your day-to-day life. If you do a lot of walking, a lot of steps, it's not something, unless you do a lot of side steps, crab steps, it's not something you tend to activate. So it's really nice to come into this exercise and get a little bit of extra attention here. Because it's nice and slow, so we're just trying to keep everything else in the body completely still. And I also like to just keep that arm just in front of my balance. You can place it on the waist, you can even place it behind the head if you want to take a little bit more work into your obliques. So your core does have to work to keep you balanced and make sure those hips are staying stacked. Now we're going to keep it there and we'll take a little pulse back and back. So it's like what we did in the plie when we were just trying to get the knee a little bit further in that turnout. It's exactly the same. So it's so super small. Everything else in the body stays frozen. Also these toes and lifters, it is an option. So you can keep your toes here if you want, and you can take it a little bit lower. I actually find the toes being lifted though helps keep my hips stacked. So although it's a more advanced position, I sometimes find it can help with your technique. Holding here, we're going to take the knees to tap, toes lift. Toes tap, knee lift. Good. So toes lift, then the knees. Good. So you're trying to keep the thing still here. The temptation, I know, is to let the hip roll forward as the knee comes in. So you're trying really hard now to keep the core in place and lift. Good. So that little Charlie Chaplin move. So it's just working and lifting. We're going to take 2 here. You'll probably already start to feel that burn. The last one. Now holding there. You're going to try and keep the side completely steady. Just extend the lower leg. Nice. Bring it in. Lower and extend. And bring it in. Now this is when, where if it feels like it's too much, you can extend and just drop that lower leg. So it's completely up to you. Keep those shoulders nice and straight back. And also just take note of your upper body position. Are you being uncomfortable? Maybe if you're here, you're starting to feel a bit of tension in the shoulder. So remember, you can play around, you can drop to the arm. You can always drop down here as well if you feel any tension in the wrist. Maybe come into a fist position here. Good, now this one we're going to keep it there. We're going to lower the leg. Hover, exhale, lift. Good, inhale as it lowers. Exhale as we lift. We're trying not to just completely relax the legs. It's so tempting as it is. Just hover it and then exhale, lift. And you want to make sure you're hitting that same height every time. This is actually quite helpful. I can see the toe where it's sitting in the screen. So you're trying to make sure you hit that same pace every time. And you're not getting lower and lower as you get more and more tired. Last time, we're going to keep it there. We're going to start to take a little circle round and round. Oh, my leg is starting to shake. So feeling that burn. So remember, this leg is an option. You can drop this leg at any point. It doesn't make it too much easier though. At this point, you will definitely still be feeling the burn. Little circles, reverse it round the other direction. Really try to keep that height. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed back. We're going to just take 4 here. 3 more. Woo, 2 more. Now last one, hold it there. Reaching that arm to the sky. We're going to take that leg a little bit further in front of the body. Reach it as high as you can. Hold 10. Hold 9. We're almost there. 8 and 7. Could you maybe lift that leg if it was dropped on the floor? 5, 4. We're out in 3, 2, and 1. Release. Rolling onto your stomach. Just roll the shoulders back and just take it into an upward dog here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to come down through this, tucking the toes, lifting, finding your full plank again. Just holding here, a little bit of stillness. So tucking the pelvis under, squeeze those inner thighs, forgetting about the burn in the glutes, coming into this upper body hold. So a full isometric hold, so everything in the body is completely still. Chest taking the hands directly into the shoulders, focusing on your technique and your plank here. We're just going to hold it 4, hold it 3, hold it 2. Now in this last one, we're going to start coming down to the floor. We're going to come down slowly over 5 counts. 4, really slowly. 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, we're going to just come back onto our knees, take it into your child's pose. And let those hands come all the way up to the knees, rolling yourselves up. We're just going to sweep those legs round and in front of us. And we're going to take it into a quick tricep work. So, feet are in parallel position, hip width apart, pointing. Shoulders stay back. And we're just going to relax the stomach here. Fingertips are facing forward. And we're just going to start with a rock. So we're just going to rock back, like we're going to try to get forearms down to the mat. And then lift here. Good. So we're just rocking back and lifting. So as a low, you're just trying to take those forearms completely flat down onto the mat here. Now this is already going to be a really intense work. There's ways, I'll show you as we go through it, there's ways to make it even more advanced. But this is a lot of work from those triceps. So right to the backs of the arms here. We're going to hold it back here. We're going to start squeezing the elbows in and in. So it's like trying to get those elbows to touch behind the back. And you want to really completely relax the stomach. It's really tempting. I think it's because of the position that we're in. You really want to hold in the abdominals and make it an ab posture. You want to just really relax the abs and just let the arms do all the work here. Good. We're going to start taking this into a combo. So we take a pulse up, squeeze, pulse up, squeeze. So here, this is where we can start making it a little bit more advanced if you want. Maybe take the feet a little closer and maybe take the hips off. And we do work here, a little lift and squeeze. Now we've really activated those triceps, so don't worry if you come into this position and you're like, oh, what is this? Fun. So don't worry if that happens. This is already advanced. We are already activating. We just take 3 here. Last 2. Last one now. Hold it steady. It's just little pulses. It's just pulse. Little lift. We're almost there. 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Last one now. We can hold it here. Options to lift those hips all the way up and keep those hips, keep the arms straight. If you want, we can go a little bit further and take this to reverse plank. If you want one more option, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to pulse it up just for 5 to finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down. Okay, cross the legs. We're going to take the backs of the hands down. And just release the head here. And just relax those wrists. And then slowly rolling it up. Away from the body. And then stretching it here so the palms are down on the floor. We stretch those wrists. And then rolling it up nice and slowly. We're going to take it over to our other side. So lying ourselves down and taking whichever setup you choose. So ankles are in line with the hips. Maybe keeping the forearm underneath the shoulder. Maybe lying yourself down. So hands on the waist behind the head or in front. We're going to just lift those toes just off the floor. We started it. Good, nice. So really, so you can take your time with this. And really just allowing yourself to settle at that position properly. So we just focus on your technique. So the beauty of barre is it is nice and slow, so you can really focus on that technique and you never let it slip, as well as all of those movements are really based around rehabilitation movements, so everything is about strengthening, working on posture, working on alignment, and really just encouraging the body to get stronger, rather than sort of throwing yourself into positions where you might injure yourselves, especially when you get fatigued. Good, just take 2 more here. Now this last one, we're going to hold it here. We take a little lift up and lift. Good, so nice small pulses. And just try to keep those hips completely stacked, one on top of the other. So little pulses here. Good, keeping the core tight, so the obliques do have to work and engage to make sure that you don't let the hips fall forward, you don't let them fall back. Good, nice and small. 3, 2, 1. Take those knees together, lift the toes high. Good, lift the knee high. Nice, and everything else is just still completely frozen. And when you tuck those knees together, we're trying to really lift the toes and making sure the knee comes high. So you really get this beautiful inversion. Yes, good. Nice, so just take 3 more here. Good, last 2, keeping everything else in the upper body nice and steady. And then on this next one, we hold everything still, keep that thigh where it is, extend the lower leg. Good, bring it in. Extend it long, good, keep those shoulders relaxed. Nice, slowly in, slowly away. Good, just take 2 more here. Extend away, good. Now last one, we're going to keep that leg extended out and away from us. Inhale as it goes to the floor. Exhale to lift. Now try to get that height here. And we're trying not to collapse the legs to the floor. Just hover it just on the floor. Exhale and hold. Good. Lovely, guys. So you can start making this a bit harder if you want and start bringing that leg even round further, or take the leg a little bit further out and away from the body. So you've got that variation anywhere between that 90-degree angle. Good, 2 more here, and lift. Last one, now we're going to hold it there. We'll start to make these tiny little circles around. And now we've still got this lower leg just hovering off the floor. You can drop the leg at any point, but keep this lifted leg where it is, keep that height. Good, reversing the circle around. Try and keep everything else nice and steady. Good, almost through that. 5, 4 here. Good, we just take 3, 2, last one. Reaching that arm up to the sky, lifting here, holding 10, and 9. Maybe reach that leg a little bit further around. Good, we should take 6, bit higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come all the way down, lie yourself on your back. And just hold those knees and just take a gentle rock side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift those legs to the sky. Exhale, flex the feet. One ankle is going to come over and opposite onto that thigh. Knee sits nice and open. Keep your feet flexed. Take an underneath grip of the thigh, and then as you exhale, pull the leg in towards you. Just find that figure of 4 stretch. So you're just trying to bring the leg a little closer to you, keeping this knee wide enough and away from the body. Inhale, lift the legs to the sky. Exhale, change sides. So ankle comes over the thigh. Take an underneath grip. And as you exhale, try to just relax into this stretch. Keep that knee nice and open. Inhale. And then exhale, release those feet down to the floor, keeping the knees up to the ceiling. We're going to take the head into the hands here. We're going to keep those elbows out wide. And as we exhale, we're going to press the back down into the mat as hard as you can. And we're going to start just lifting the head off the floor and then slowly lowering down. So the only thing that's giving us that lift is just the fact that we're pressing the back so hard into the ground, rather than thinking about pulling the head forward. So that's something that can really help with keeping the elbows out wide. So if you bring the elbows in forward, it gets really tempting just to take the head. Elbows out wide, just think bringing that whole body up. Last time, we're going to take it up into the pulse, up and up. So the only thing that's giving you this pulse is the fact that pressing the back down into the ground and finding a bit of height here. So we're working into our rectus abdominals. So rectus abdominals are that front layer of the core. So they sit above all of those internal organs, and they're literally the six-pack muscles. So they're where you see all of the definition is in all of those rectus abdominal muscles. We're going to take 4 here, then 3, last 2, last 1. We're going to keep it here. Now lift the legs to the sky. Inhale and exhale. We're just going to take one arm away from us here, and then the same arm that's the same leg, this arm that's in front, is going to just lower down ever so slightly. Good. From here, we're going to pulse it up and up. So little pulses up. We start to bring the leg up. Change sides. So little lifts. We've just got a slight variation on this pulse, and we start working a little bit more into the obliques. So just taking those legs, literally just halfway down and lift. Last one, hold it there, change sides. So keeping that pulse, lowering the leg halfway and lifting, and keeping that back, just pressing down to find that height. Nice and steady, everything is completely controlled. Good, last one here. And lift, holding it there, inhale. Exhale, we're going to take both hands back behind the head. Soften the knees down. We exhale, take one elbow to the knee. We come into our slow bicycle crunches, slowly round. Good, and what I want you to do is try and find the center point. So bring the legs through tabletop, we lift, and then twist. And that is going to really start activating those abdominals. Find that center point, and then exhale and twist. Oh, those abs feel fire. You're keeping that back, pressing down. We're going to take it a little bit faster in those type of crunches. Try to keep that center point and try to keep that work. We're going to finish here. We've got 5 more to go. Final 4. Maybe a little bit faster. Final 3. We're out in 2. And 1. Just bring those knees into the body. And relaxing here. Taking those legs down to the floor. And when you're ready, extending one leg out, extending the other, and we find our Shavasana here, so just really allow those muscles to completely relax, especially those abs, just taking those arms above the head, and just finding a little bit of a stretch through those abdominal muscles. Inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to bring one leg in, and just making some small circles with this leg. And then when you're ready, reverse yourself around the opposite direction. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to pull the opposite way to that lifted leg and get a lovely spinal twist. Open those arms up. And exhale, we lift along the leg with the opposite arm. Now don't worry if your shoulders are down. We're just working to try and soften the shoulder. But your knee might be hovering, your shoulder might be hovering. And as you exhale, slowly come up and extend that leg long. We're going to take those to the other side, make some small circles with the leg. And we just want to loosen the hips. And then reverse the circle around the opposite direction. Inhale. And as you exhale, take it across and over to the opposite side. Open those arms, looking along the length of the extended arm. Again, just softening the shoulders down with the exhale, but not worrying. It's not quite there on the floor. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly come back up to center. We're going to take both knees in, just take a little rock side to side. And then from here, we're just going to hold on to the soles of the feet and open those legs and find a happy baby. So just a nice gentle rock side to side. That's what makes it so happy. And just applying a little bit of pressure to the soles of the feet here to get a nice little thigh stretch. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in, take it underneath your thighs. We start to just take some small rocks up and down, making sure we curve through the spine as we rock down. And just lovely on the spine. And then coming up, finding your seated position. Take the hands to the side of the body. Sweep those legs around. We tuck the toes, lift, and just pad the hands in to find your forward fold. Just gently hold for the elbows. Take a nice gentle sway side to side. Again, just making sure if you need to, you can just nod the head yes, shake the head no. Release the neck tension. And on your next exhale, just releasing those arms down. And we come back to that first stretch. So bend one knee, bend the opposite. And then keeping one knee down, inhale, lifting the opposite arm to the sky. Exhale, release. And change sides. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, release it down. Soften the knees. Press the weight into those heels and start to just gently roll up through the body. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take the hands down to your present heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach it all the way up. And as you exhale, bring that into the body. And relax. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Thank you very much. So I'm Alice. I tagged in the previous stories, so you can join me. So I do class every day at 10 a.m. A bar class, and there's a varying different things. So sometimes I'll do it with some props, sometimes I'll do it with a chair, sometimes I'll be lying down. So there's lots of variations, so hopefully something for everyone. And thank you so much. So thank you if you joined me this morning. It was lovely to see you all. Oh, it's lovely reading the comments. Good. Have a fantastic day. Hopefully you could all stay dry and stay out of the rain. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.